Hey guys, welcome back to another video today. Today, we're gonna be eating Whataburger while we talk about our hero Balthazar. Alright, this is like a very interesting movie that I didn't expect seeing anytime soon, so can't wait to dive into it, but you already know I don't have to say it. I know it, but even though I say it every time, I always say it, but y'all know. I have realized that I've never done Whataburger on this channel, so I was like, let me do Whataburger. So I got the limited time charred jalapeno melt, along with some onion rings, fries, and just to keep it simple, that was it, and some Coke, and some spicy ketchup. You already know, if you know, you know. See, it looks a little meshy, guys. Look at this. Oh my god, they definitely packed this. Let me see, can you see this?
Brother, what's that?
Here, now let's go for it, guys. 1, 2. Wow, guys. Honestly, didn't expect that. Avocado and the green chilies is the move with this. Is the move. Yeah, I already know. And then with the fries, guys. I like their fries. What do you guys think about their Whataburger fries, huh? I don't mind them. I've never been the biggest fan, but, you know, they always kind of satisfy. You know, fulfill your cravings when you need them. The onion rings. That's something that I've always been a big fan of, the onion rings, personally. But we're gonna do this. I know the setup looks a little bit different from what I have in the past, but just wanted to try something new. I've realized in the other videos, I've had some comments saying that like, oh, like, you barely see your face, like, oh, you see most of the food, and yeah, I kind of want to show more of like myself with the food. So let me know how you guys think of this little setup. Tell me what you guys would want to prefer. I'm always playing around with it, so you know. All right, we're gonna try this. I'm gonna try this with the spicy ketchup. I lost my wording there for a second. Right, look at this. Let me see. I never had it like that until now. Oh, that's something I'm definitely gonna be doing in the future. Ooh. Whataburger is always the best place to go late at night after the bars with your friends. I know I said that in the last video, but Whataburger is definitely one of those. It's super nostalgic for me. High school, that's like the one fast food restaurant we would always go to. We'd always end up at Whataburger. After prom, after any kind of dance, after any hangout, we'll be at Whataburger. So I just think that's so funny. I love their spicy ketchup. That's the best ketchup out of fast food. Like that spicy. I always gotta get the spicy. Can't get the fancy. Can't get the regular. I always gotta go with spicy. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, crap. I am loving this, guys. Look at that. It's real sloppy. Oh my god. Little baby one. I don't know if you can see it. Little side note, tomorrow's my brother's birthday. If you've seen this channel long enough, you've seen that video, Minecraft with him. Just wanna let that know, I know he'd love this, so happy birthday, Santi. I love you so much. Our hero, Balthazar. Directed by Oscar Boysen. Written by Oscar Boysen and Ricky Calamari. Follows a wealthy New York City teenager who, eager to impress his activist crush, follows an online connection to Texas where he believes he can stop an act of extreme violence. Okay, so this movie was an interesting watch for me. I didn't expect going to the screening. There's a screening in my hometown. If you know, you know. And me and my best friend went. It was a limited screening, and they're taking this movie on a tour, kind of. They're taking it on the road, so to speak. And I remember seeing the trailer, and it was with Jaden Martell, Asa Butterfield, and Noah Centineo, along to name a few. And I was like, it seems very interesting. I saw that trailer a long time ago, and then I just completely forgot about it. And then it popped in my radar when they were gonna have a screening at Flix. So me and my best friend went, had a very interesting time because it was a lot. It was a lot to experience, and I didn't expect it. I don't know what I was in for. That was the thing. I went in with no expectations. I think that's always the best way to go into a movie, because I think you get to enjoy it better. Because once you have expectations about certain things, if they don't remotely match up to them, I think your mentality you kind of start thinking like, you're already writing it out, and I think that's unfair. So that was the best way to watch this movie. And the performances, I mean, Asa Butterfield, amazing. I'm calling it right now. I want him to be nominated for an Oscar because this was a role that was so transformative. I've never seen him in a role like this. I mean, I've grown up with him and watching his movies, what was that movie? Ender's Game, something like that. Hugo, and a bunch of movies. Basically in the 2010s, like he was ruling that. Oh, the boy in the striped pajamas, he's always been such a great actor, a stellar actor, who has an impressive list of movies under his belt. And this one, I was just so taken aback. I really think he did transform into this Texas kid who's just angry at the world. And that's where you meet Jaden Martell, who are both the same. They're both the same sides of the coin. They're both disconnected with life. They're both trying to find their identity in the world, and they find each other on social media. And this movie definitely deals with some harsh subjects, and going into, talking about gun control, gun violence, and just the gun culture, how us as teenagers, as people, are so easily susceptible to that kind of thing, When I was growing up with YouTube and other social media, none of us born in the 2001 period knew what it was gonna be. I mean, it was trending certainly, but none of us knew how catastrophic it was gonna be. I mean, social media and all that, Instagram, Facebook, all these things, and now we're right at a point where I can actually do a lot of damage. And so with these kids, they put themselves in dangerous situations, such as you got Jaden Martell's character, who is just the opposite of Asa Butterfield. He's rich, he's wealthy in New York, he goes to a private school, and at school they're talking about shootings and how to prevent them and all, but he's just so disconnected. And he's posting videos online, and he's just super ingenuine, just wanting to find out who he is. And the whole movie, you're kind of like, I don't know if I like this kid. You're not supposed to really like be rooting for him, but at the same time, when he meets this other guy, you're like, okay, like cool, you got a friend now, all right, like maybe things will shape up. They don't. But this movie, I think, was so crafted. It was, I think, could have easily been just a forgetful story, a forgetful movie. And I love the way the director put it. And the Q&A, he had said this movie is about a sociopath pretending to be a crybaby and a crybaby pretending to be a sociopath. And that was like, whoa, that's basically how to sum up this movie. And I was just taken aback. I just didn't expect all of this. The performances were so unhinged too. I just feel like everybody was just kind of free to do, you know, within the means, but free to do whatever they wanted to do. And I think when you see that, it feels so raw. And this guy, Oscar Boyson, the director, I believe this is his feature debut. And he's known for executive producing a lot of Safdie Brothers films. And definitely after I heard that, it definitely gave a lot of those vibes. Especially at the beginning, you got the view of New York and you got the synths, you know, score kind of in the background, and definitely made a lot of sense. And it's a really compelling watch, guys. I mean, and it also just, the message is, you know, there's a lot of themes, mental health. I would deal with tragedy in our everyday lives because we're on social media and we see these tragedies, these school shootings, all of these kinds of shootings. We've become so desensitized to it that we're just like, oh, there's another one, there's another one. And that's the America we live in. And that's unfortunate, and this is not a global thing. This is an America problem. It feels like we're doing nothing about it. And when I was growing up, and especially in middle school, that we had the Sandy Hook, and that was kind of my first eye-opening experience of like, wow, this can really happen. Like this tragic event could happen to any of us. And at a young age, it was kind of hard. And even doing those drills up until high school, doing those, like, you know, those kinds of drills that we all know, it's gonna be like hard to say, but like as we became so used to that and it became more frequent, those kinds of events, we all treated those drills like we didn't take it serious just because we were so like used to it. We're like, okay, we know what to do, And also just being a kid, you're just like, you wouldn't think it's gonna happen to you until it does. That's the whole movie. The whole movie deals with that, and I found myself empathizing with their characters. I was like, you know what, like, at the end of the day, they are kids, and it's hard. I can only imagine growing up right now in this day and age where social media is even more in your face about it. It's more at the forefront. And even now, I struggle with doom scrolling and all that, and then it really does wire your thinking differently. Sorry, it took a long time, guys. I just had to make that little rant. Sorry about it. Sorry, not sorry about it, yeah? Oh, and the movie also, the characters being kids, they were so cringe. Oh my god. That was accurate about it. I mean, a lot of kids are, you know, including myself and maybe still, but I was cringy, you know, still I am sometimes. But they got that part right of a teenager, because no teenager's gonna be all clean cut and, you know, be doing the best, making the best decisions. I know I wasn't. I can go, maybe in another video, I can go like, talk about like the stuff that I've done, and as a kid, you know, I mean, okay, you're a kid, you know, you're allowed to make those mistakes. Now, you know, you're like, okay, you're an adult, you can't be making those, you can't be thinking like that anymore, you know. But you learn from it. If you can see. Well, this is like stuck together, both of these. Can you see it? Donezo, our burger's done. You know what's weird? I've always finished the fries first before the burger, so this is the fact that it was the opposite right now. Kind of funny. But it's interesting how we view those kinds of things. Like whenever something happens in the world, it's just we're also conditioned to just see it, feel it for like a brief moment, and just move on just like if nothing happened. And you're like, that was a huge event. How can we just move on like it never happened? To that, it's just crazy. I mean, imagine back then and newspapers, whenever we found out about something on the TV, we sat with it. We sat with our feelings, and we processed it. And this movie kind of deals with that. And definitely, it's more. I love the director, how his thing was more about empathizing with the characters. You may not agree, you may not relate to those characters specifically, but at least empathize with their situation. Jaden Martell, his character, rich, wealthy family, as a Butterfield trailer park, poor financially, just broke and all these things. But in reality, they're the same kind of person. I mean, not exactly some traits, but they found some common ground, and it was through social media. How they get lost in it, and definitely a hit on that part for me. I was like, okay, yeah. But honestly, for the last act of that movie, I feel like it was a bit rushed. When there was that big anticlimactic scene, I expected more out of it. I don't know why. I expected more of like a huge... I don't know. I feel like they could have done more. I feel like it was just rushed. These fries are a little soggy right now. I don't totally hate them, but they're just not as crunchy. What do you guys think about it? Do you guys like soggy fries, or what's the majority here? Am I wrong, or am I right, or? I only got 2 of the spicy ketchups. That's it, guys. We finished. I know this video is gonna be a little more short than usual, but you already know next week. You already know Backrooms. I can't wait to watch it. Expect a review on it. Let me know right now on the comments which food you want me to do with Backrooms. Let me know. But go watch Our Hero Balthazar. It's not on World Like the Eaters a lot. It's like on limited time. So go follow Oscar Boysen on his Instagram. The movie if you can. Please go watch this movie. Go support it more than ever. It's an actual indie. And it hasn't gotten enough traction yet. No one's talking about it. So please, I'd say watch it. You won't regret it. Like, I guarantee you won't regret this movie. It's a very important movie to watch and to process and to just let it reel in. So I'd say go watch it, okay? And that'll conclude the video. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace!